What's up, guys? So it's been a long time since I've uploaded anything, and I want to change that because I used to be pretty present on YouTube in a very small sense, but it was really fun and therapeutic for me in a way. Because, like, my overall goal with it wasn't to be, like, a big YouTuber. Like, yeah, I would make jokes like PewDiePie and, like, I'm coming for the throne, whatever, blah, 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 back in the day, like... I don't know, like, I mean, but for me, mainly, though, it was mainly, like, therapeutic reasons, and quite frankly, I regret stopping, because, I'm a man of consistency, and, like, I consistently want to put out good things, like, good content, good projects, whether it's music, art pieces, the card game I'm working on, which, we'll go into detail about that here in a second, which, in all honesty... I can't really wait to show more about. I can't really go into a lot of specifics about it quite yet, but I can honestly say that cool things are coming, but we'll go more into detail about that later. I'm actually doing this video to do a review of something I haven't done in a very long time, actually. I don't know if anybody from back in the day is still subscribed, so... if you're new here, if you're watching, which, thank you, appreciate that a lot. I really don't know how to put this without sounding like a jerk. I want to talk to you all about the MGK Wiz Khalifa tape that just dropped, Blog Era Boys, that project. Which, in all honesty, if you want my honest opinion about the project, there are 3 songs I like in total off. I think it's a 9 or 10 project, right? 9 or 10 track project, right? I like Family Over Everything, Tap My Whole Body, and Girl Next Door. Like, and I think those are actually, like, the most popular songs off the project. Girl Next Door is a banger, for sure. It's definitely got that 2010s, like... pop hit kind of vibe, like that, low-key kind of underground, like mainstream kind of worthy sound, if that makes sense, from back then. So they nailed it with that. I'll give them credit with that. Family Over Everything has a really good transition into their flows from each other, which I find really good, in all honesty. But realistically speaking, though, sorry, I'm not feeling too great. Man, I look a little rough. I apologize for that. But yeah, so in a nutshell, those songs in particular I do like a lot. Tap My Whole Body or whatever, or Tats Everywhere or something. I can't remember the name, and I feel unprepared when I say that, but if, you're watching this video, it comes up and you're suggested about that project, and you know the song I'm talking about. And it's not that I don't like the other songs on said project. It's just I don't think they transition well to each other throughout the tape. But the production's really good. The lyrics are really good. And overall, I wouldn't say the project is bad. I would honestly give the project, and I could go more in depth about the tape, but unfortunately, as much as I would like to go a bit more in depth, I can't, mainly because I'm on a time crunch, and I just, I got stuff to do. I'm busy nowadays. I got a house now. I got a lot going on at my job. Plus I'm doing this again, and plus, there's the card game, which we'll get into like another time. But if you haven't heard the tape, it's called Blog Era Boys, and even that name, I'll admit, the name goes hard. I know a lot of people were trashing on the name, like on Reddit and like overall, I guess. But if you really think about it, it makes sense for these two to make a project like that, because you have Wiz Khalifa, who was quite literally, in my opinion, the one who kicked down the door for that kind of rap, like way back when. Like whether, you agree with that opinion or not, I mean, I'm just saying that's my opinion, because, like, I remember whenever he came out, I was in middle school, Black and Yellow had come out, and it was everywhere, man, and it was literally at the jump start of the 2010s, and he was, like, the face, like, the poster child for that kind of vibe. And then after him came this guy, that guy, this song. Like MGK, I feel like he was a little late, but he was in there too, no doubt. Wild Boy was his big banger, which I like Wild Boy, I still do. But one thing I'll have to say, though, I do think MGK has improved a lot over the years, and I feel like Wiz Khalifa has kind of honed more into, like, writing hooks and stuff, but he does have some really hard verses on some songs. Like, he is undoubtedly, like, one of those dudes in rap from that time. Ignore my ceiling of my car. That's actually oil from... That's a funny story for another time. I might make a short about that or something. But anyways, yeah, I think lyrically they both have gotten better, but I feel like Wiz is definitely better with the hooks on this project. And I feel like MGK is better with, like, the actual verses and whatnot. And that goes back to, like, I don't feel like they really complement each other well on the other songs because they're just so different. But I understand why they did this project because, for lack of a better term, they are blog era boys. In a way, you could say, like, Wiz Khalifa was the king of the city in terms of, like, that kind of, like, poppy rap, you know, MySpace into, like, Facebook era kind of stuff, like, you know, if that makes any kind of sense. And MGK was, like, the prince because he came out. And yeah, like, he wasn't really pumping out, like, big song after big song. He didn't really start doing that till, like, maybe a few years later when the quality of his music got a little better. I remember I actually bought Lace Up when it came out. I love the project. Actually, it's one of my favorite albums from that year. But General Admission came out, which I thought was way better. Then Bloom came out. Wiz Khalifa, man, he would just drop tape after tape after tape. Like, he would put, like, pauses in between albums, and they're both their own rights. I feel like throughout the 2010s, they definitely both conquered in their own ways. So the blog era boys definitely fits them, you know, in my opinion. But it's just, I feel like if maybe they had put more time into these songs, they could have figured out how to flow better to each other. But that's just my opinion, though. I'm not saying that it's bad. It's clearly not bad. Not bad at all. It's just not a project I feel like I would call a 10 out of 10. In all honesty, I actually don't know if I just said the ranking I gave this album out of 10, but back in the day we used to do, like, stars or whatever. I don't know here. That was a long time ago. The last time I uploaded anything on this channel, I think, was the beginning of the 2020s. I think I did an album review, but then I had to take down a lot of my stuff because everything changed. Like, copyright stuff changed. Like, dude, like, you would get copyright strikes even if there was, like, a song playing in the background of your video and you didn't even put it there. It's crazy. But sorry, I bounced off subject for a second. Honestly, though, I give the project a solid, probably like a 6 out of 10. Because the beats are incredible. The lyrics are not bad. I want to explain that again. I don't think that it is a bad tape. I just don't think the other songs complement each other well. But the lyrics on all the songs are good. I'm a big like transition guy. I'm a big like complement each other kind of guy, especially when it comes to rap. But like my music taste is like all over the place, and like that is just my opinion. And if I offend you with my opinion, that's not my intention. But you know, in my own right, I'm just, you know, like everybody else, I'm entitled to it. And for the record, I'm a fan of both these guys. Like MGK's music in particular has got me through a lot of stuff throughout my personal life, and I couldn't be more grateful. Wiz Khalifa, I remember, like, I would play him at parties. Like, I would just play him if I'd be working out. MGK, too. But, like, you know, MGK was more of, like, a deeper kind of listen for me. And then, like, Wiz Khalifa was more of, like, a laid-back party, kick-it kind of listen for me. You know what I mean? And, like, yeah. So I am a fan. I mean no disrespect. That's just my opinion. And if you think I wouldn't call it an album. If you think this tape is a 10 out of 10, cool. It's a 10 out of 10 to you, and that's awesome. To me, it's just a strong 6. But I've been seeing videos from their tour and all this stuff, and the tour looks awesome. I wish I could have went. I don't even know if it's still going. But yeah, all in all, yeah, so that's really all I have to say. I'm really not going to edit this video pretty heavy. I'm probably not going to edit it at all, honestly, because, like, I just don't have time. I just genuinely don't have time. But I look rough, and I apologize for that. It's just been a long day, and I've had to do a lot. It's like my one day off I have. Well, technically, no. It's off one, work one, off one, then work 5, off 2. It's a whole thing. I'm not going to say where I work, but it's just, yeah, complicated. I don't know why if it looks like it just got darker, I don't know why I did that. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. It would mean the world to me if you would like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you all have a great day, and go bump Blog Era Boyz if you feel like it. Let me know in the comments what you think of the tape. If you agree with my opinion, disagree with my opinion, whatever, whether if you're an MGK fan or a Wiz Khalifa fan or both, or if you hate them both, or if you hate one, love the other, hate the one, I don't know. I would love to hear your all's thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, unfortunately I have to hop off here, but it's cool to be back. I got a lot of stuff planned. It's just getting to it. So if there's some time in between uploads, I apologize. It's just, I got a lot going on. And the main thing I want to focus on this channel is my card game that we're trying to make. Plus, I got a few music projects coming I'm going to reveal soon. I just got to get the legal stuff done and all that stuff. And yeah, so a lot of cool things coming. But in the meantime, I'll probably just do stuff like this, like little vlogs. Come September, I got a lot of stuff planned and stuff here and there in between. So, but anyways, I gotta hop off here. You guys have a great day. Bye.